Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for the third quarterfinal matchup for the men's sevens, and it is going to be in Seville for this one. Australia taking on the USA. Now, these two were runner-ups in Dubai, but this time now they have got the opportunity to try and make their way through to the semi-final to face either Argentina or France. That will be the next quarterfinal, and then we already know who has made their way through to the semi-final on the other side of the draw. That is South Africa taking on Scotland, which should be a very exciting contest. And in South Africa, it is 9 p.m. at the moment, so it is getting relatively late over there currently. We are sitting at 8:01 a.m. here in New Zealand, so still a relatively early one, although I did wake up at 1 a.m. So it's a little bit of an interesting one because I did go to sleep relatively late as well. Honourable mention for the last conversation, Bob Dylan is also a god as well. Says Katie Dixon there. And that was, of course, on the last live stream, England versus Ireland. And we did end up seeing Ireland getting themselves a win. I believe it was 24 points to 12, whereas the game between Scotland and South Africa was just a little bit closer. This game, though, Australia are the favourites. They've got Henry Hutchison, Corey Toole, then it is Roach, who is going to be starting, Turner, Dowling, Chris Kurandrani, and then Lawson. That is a starting lineup in the bin as well. And there's Aaron Smith, although they did win this matchup last time the two sides played off. So we'll have to wait and see whether or not history will repeat itself or some new history might be written if the Australians can go right through and get themselves the win in this game. Then they'd have to win the semi-final and then through to the final, take on the Springboks, win that one, and then go like that and end the win streak, perhaps. Who knows? We will have to wait and see. And a tough one. Go with Australia as well, says Kevin. Looking through at the USA lineup that they've gone with, Carla Niles, then it is going to be Targo actually starting this one. Logan Targo, he wasn't in the last lineup for the start, but he did come off the bench in that game for the USA recently. Schroeder, he is going to be out there. Kevon Williams, he scored 2 tries in the last match up against the Blitz box. So he will be keen to do that once again next time these two sides meet each other. And also Thomas Seen as Perry Baker and also Matt Tuipola as Australia smashed America last weekend. As I said, Sam Spencer, I got it around the wrong way. But that one also, we have there the US with the Freedom Birds as well. Currently, it says that it can't load my fixture, so it's not even going to tell me. But I believe, who was it that, was it in the quarterfinals or the semi-finals that Australia, who did Australia lose to in the semi-final that made it the final of, it might have been actually, sorry, did they lose to Argentina? No. Who did they lose to? Australia. Why weren't they in the final in Aussie ECF? As well, and there's his Aaron Spencer and also Williams and Perry to score tries. It's also Sebastian and also, sorry, Katie, Australia a bit strong. As on there says Kevin, although we've always talked about it, sevens is so unpredictable that you never quite know how it is going to be going up until the end of the final whistle. Like, that's the thing. Scotland started their match very well. We also saw England do pretty decently at the start of the box as well. So did they lose to the Springboks? Was that their only loss? Oh, no, they drew with Spain. That's the other one I think that I was thinking of, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it might have been that one. Currently, Australia sitting third in the rankings, fourth up against the USA. And now we are going to be ready to go for another match. The last times that these sides played Malaga, it was actually 26-7 for the Australians. It was a close game in Dubai, where just being a thin loss to the USA. The last time that the USA actually won against the Australians was in Australia in 2020. So that is a stat and a half that they were able to win 43 points to the 7. But looking through quickly at the lineup once again, Hutchinson, Kurandrani, Lawson, Toole, Roach, Turner and Dowling, and then Targo, Schroeder, Thomason, also Carla Niles, Williams, Baker, and then also Tupola. And also 19-0 Australia lost to the box. As there says Amy Spencer, and also, this is about to, this is not about rooting for the stronger team for me. It's about rooting for my Freedom Birds. As there says Katie Dixon, and they are making their way out there now. Carla Niles, Perry Baker, Targo, those are my 3 men that I'm looking out for. But then that's the thing. You could literally add Kevon Williams. He scored 2 tries in the last match. How can he not be one of those ones, as the honourable mention? Schroeder's a beast when he does get going. Thomas Seen as well. The only player who I probably haven't seen a huge amount of is actually Tupola, and you can tell because I can't pronounce his name, unfortunately. But Australia, they are sitting on a 3-match winning streak at the moment. The USA, they were on a decent streak, but then they did lose their game up against South Africa, 24 points to 19 in an extremely close game. The Aussies lost against the Box and England. Oh, it's England, isn't it, that they did lose to? That's the one that I was thinking of. There's such a disappointment. It feels good, mate. As there's Sebastian. So, yeah, they did end up coming 6th or 7th in last week's, but they'll be trying to improve it here. Roach having a handshake with the referee, and also the US And last bet slip of the night, USA +7 or +11 handicap. Okay, so you're keeping them within the 7 points. How much did you put on that? Please tell me you didn't try and make back your 400 in that one. And also in some people's eyes, they are just a sack of hot garbage, and that's okay. I don't take that personally as I love watching the USA play. At the moment, Australia, they are going to be ready to go for this quarterfinal. They look nervous, the Australians on the sideline, but Roach kicks us off to get underway. It's going to be going high, taken nicely by Thomasine. As they're being dragged down, Carlin Isles now picking that ball up with one hand, gives it off to Schroeder, who actually had a mullet for the Tokyo games, but sadly has lost the mullet at this point in time. Kevon Williams drops it. It goes backwards. It's a penalty, though, to the Australian. He wasn't quite back up on his feet, so he was playing the ball on the ground. don't think I'll be wrong twice. Oh, no. Wait, so by trying to make it back, do you mean you put it, how much are we talking here, Wet Willie? Currently 22 meters out. I'm about to sneeze, unfortunately. I don't want to. I would rather not. It's about to happen. Hutchinson now. Pass it out. Back line. It's quite hard to hold in a sneeze when you're also talking. Going off now to Josh Turner. Passes on the inside to Chris Kurandrani. Let's drag down Thomasine now. Henry Hutchinson breaking through. Great low tackle there from Kevon Williams. Did he end up injuring himself? No, he's all right. Just good news for the USA. They need him to reach 1,000 mates. Jeez, okay, that's a lot of money. Definitely when Australia getting close to the try line now. Going to be Roach once again. Round the side goes back to Corey Toole. Josh Turner, wide cutout pass. Chris Kurandrani. Hutchinson on the outside. Takes it nicely. Ball on the inside. And Chris Kurandrani scores himself the first try of the match. And also one of the first tries that we've seen from that man of the competition. His first one for Sevilla. And I don't know how many he got for the last week's games as well. And we will never be as well there. And also, Hamish, great to enjoy the game with you. Greetings from Tampa, Florida as well. So what time is it in there at the moment in Florida? Henny, do let me know. And also, I don't think I'll be wrong twice at Hamish. We'll like you, Katie, as well. Says Hamish says, and we will never be as well. And also, we have got their Grand Willie. So, yeah, that's big money. Welcome, brother. I used to live in Largo, St. Petersburg, and Clearwater. Hello, fellow Floridan as well. And that is going to be the 5-0 now. My scoreboard has decided to go for a sleep. There we go. Has woken up. But currently 5 minutes into, or 5 minutes left in this first half, 2:10 p.m. Oh, I thought for a second, as soon as I see like 2:10, I think, oh no, it's early morning. But then I realized the USA, like this hour of the day for us, like in the morning, is actually decent for you guys in the afternoon, isn't it? Or also, I will ask the question. You're living in the USA. You said about being ex-South Africa. South Africa versus USA in the final. Who do you go for in that matchup? If that was the case, of course, they are 5-0 down at the moment. They do have to still win this game to be able to go through. But if that was the case, are you going for South Africa or are you going for the USA in that match? Perry Baker now using his pace. Oh, he's just been smashed. He's had his head right on the knee. And that is going to be Perry Baker down. I mean, the referee going, you okay? When he's just absolutely smacked into someone's leg. I don't think he is, mate. I think he got ankle tapped by Chris Kurandrani. Got just enough on it. Or straight into the foot, and then he gets stomped on the face as well while he's at it. And yes, Rand, brother. And we will only be ourselves, not ourselves. Yes, Rand. Wait a minute, 1,000, mate. As in, wait, what's 1,000 Rand? Perry Baker at the moment. Is he going to be all right? He looks like he wants to continue. Oh, and good. I thought it was dollars. That would have been a genuine concern. See, when you said 400 earlier, my heart sank when they lost that one. I see now that it's like, because 1,000 Rand, how much is 1,000 Rand? I think that's $10, isn't it, New Zealand, if I'm not wrong. I feel like I'm slightly relieved now. I'm still South African as well. And this is he's still going for the South African boys. He'll be happy with the 32 wins in a row they are sitting on. But now Australia going out the back line once again. Nice ball on the inside of Corey Toole. It'll be held up nicely. And the tackle by the number 13, who is actually going to be Tapula. His name I can't say. Breaking through a tackle. Nicely done. Straight on the ball there for Schroeder. Turns it over for his side. Chris Kurandrani trying to get it straight back with the USA now only a few meters out from the line. Carlin Isles back in the pace. He's through. He's through. No one is catching that man as soon as he gets through that line. Corey Toole is going to try, but he is going to fail. And now Carlin Isles. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, nah, he's going through. That gave him proudly. South African as well. He's Wet Willie there. $100 in New Zealand. $100 in New Zealand. So you put $100. Jeez. Okay, that is more than I thought it was as well. And also, it's still $100 as well. Yeah. That's a good size bet. That's a brilliant low tackle there. Then Thomasin straight on the ball with Schroeder. And he does end up turning it over. Carlin Isles, he goes straight through, and he just went for it. Carlin Isles, as soon as that man is through, not catching him. Corey Tool, thought he was close for a second. Nah. Carlin Isles scores a try, and now the score for the USA is going to be 7-5. So that will be helping your multi or your single bet, Wet Willie, there for that one, if they do have to just be within 11. And also, Hamish, please correct me, as on there says Wet Willie. One moment, I'm going to have a look. Right, rand to New Zealand dollars. I think you could be right, though. So if you've got 1,000 South African rand on it, yeah, no, 98 New Zealand dollars. That's a hefty one. Perry Baker takes it, and that's going to be the try straight away for the USA. He almost stepped dead, but he tries to make the kick as easy as physically possible. And the USA, they are going to be taking the lead. That's it, USA. And this is Wet Willie. Nicely done by Perry Baker. It was pretty much just straight away. Chris Kurandrani under the high ball. It bounces out of his hands. Then from there, Perry Baker picks it up. And that is going to be the try for Perry Baker. And now they have taken the lead. And also Perry Baker. So here's Katie Dixon. And not just a lead, they are also going to be sitting on 14 points now. And also, what a joke. I don't even bother coming back to Australia as well. And this is how it says the game's only half over. We've still got another half left. So it's like he's just said there, the coach as well. He's going, everyone calm down. It's not over yet. As on also far out, I think not. As on there's Berries Dry said knew it. And there as well says Sebastian. The conversion is a good one. 14-0 now. Sorry, 14-5, I should say, for the USA. And Perry Baker going to be chasing this one once again. Different Australian taking that in the form of Roach. Chris Kurandrani, he needs to try and redeem himself after dropping that last ball. He's going sideways, trying to pierce the gap. He is shunted out of one tackle. Tackled by Carlin Isles, though. Currently 40 seconds left in this first half. Henry Hutchinson, the Australians, are under a little bit of pressure, but at the end of the day, they are a very class act, and they can score a lot of tries in a hurry, finding offloads as well. Henry Hutchinson, offload once again to Turner. Now going back across, and it is going to be the first touch of the day for the number 8, which in this one has been Dowling. Penalty to the Australians once again. And also we have got the million. Well, that's about $100 million, isn't it? I remember I said never bet for Australia as well. And they're giving us got Australia with the eye roll. So yeah, this game at the moment, they are struggling just a little bit, which is the farthest country in terms of distance from New Zealand. Oh, that's a hard one. That's a very tough one because, looking at a world map that has us down in this corner, you'd say somewhere like the far side of the US or something, but I know that the world, slightly more. So I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. What happens when you go that way on the earth? You don't fall off, do you? I don't even want to get into that because I know that people who like flat earth and whatnot, and whether it's circle and all that kind of thing, that's going to be a try there for Australia between the sticks, and they're going to score right at the end, just FYI. And the Falcons-Gloucester match is a pretty feral one. 12 minutes in it, and it's 8-10. Nice one. And Eagles Sevens, very tough squad, lads, as well. I don't know what you were expecting. And then also we've got there, Lawson, you're going to have my children as well. I'm sure if you ask him nicely, he'll consider it. But that is going to be the try to the Australians, right what they needed at halftime, and that has gone straight down the middle, 12 points to 4, or 14 as well. Egypt as well, says Willie. Is that the case? There you go. Is it? I went very high there. I didn't realize I could go that high at this time of the morning as well, because it sounds like my voice is about to give way, but is it? No, I can't do it this time. See, it's gone now. I had one opportunity to use the high voice, and I went, Egypt? Or is it? And that was it. Bell phases is the comment from the coach of Australia. He's got quite a strong accent. And he's telling the boys, keep on attacking. We got the tackling spot on at the moment. The passing's good. We just need to keep on going. I think it's just easy in rugby to assume that when we see the Stars and Stripes, they automatically think the USA don't know rugby. 3% USA are rising. Exactly right. At the moment, Argentina all warming up for themselves. They're just all practicing, bumping that ball on the ground, making sure that they keep on picking that one up, because France versus Argentina will be going up very soon. And also Rugby Sevens, anything can win on the day. Make fun as well. And there's Aiden, says Kevin, exactly right. No matter who the team is, you got a chance. When you step out on that field, you've only got 14 minutes. You play like your heart depends on it for 14 minutes, you can win any game as well. That's why I feel like at the moment, the win streak that South Africa are on, it could be anyone who ends it. Yeah, it may not even be a top contender that everyone thinks that it would be. Who knows, maybe Samoa come back and out of nowhere, those big boys just end up being able to get themselves a win or something. Currently, they're all just having a little bit of a dance in the crowd. It's nice to see. And I was Irish White All Blacks and Fiji, two best rugby teams in the world, Olympic finalist teams, are why they're both not playing in the Sevens tournament. It is more to do with the restrictions. They can't get back into the countries after going kind of over there. So I believe Singapore, they're going to be starting. Oh, all the Americans getting a little bit too excited there. For Thomasine, I'd love to see Eagles versus Romania in Union. We're on decent form and just wondering if the current world rankings are accurate as well. It would be quite cool. It's going to be bouncing up there. It's taken nicely, though, by the Australians. Ripping the ball hard was Patterson. Or Patterson, in fact. Now Maurice Longbottom added onto the field. Straight through the gap. That man is gone. And Australia, they are going to be able to score themselves another try in this one. And they will take the lead. Maurice Longbottom, he's literally been on the field for a total of 25 seconds. And he just got it a Longbottom as well. And also, I think if any team beat us, it's Ireland as well. Yeah, the physical Irish. The way that they go, like, that's the thing. You just need 14 good minutes, like I mentioned, and you can go through. And also, we have got there, is this tournament happening in Spain? They are indeed. This is the last week of Spain. Then we've got Singapore coming around the corner. I'm aroused. Uh-oh. That is not ideal. Oh, it's probably, I mean, you probably feel all right, but we always got there. We definitely have to dress up like vampires and rugby jerseys for that one, brother, as well. And I think the Tonga victory gave us too much confidence. We never win against Pacific sides as well. Said Sebastian there, but Australia now taking the lead, 19 points to 14. The USA, though, they've still got the benefit of being able to nail all of their kicks, which does mean if they get one more and they convert, they will be ahead by 2 points, which could be huge. But Maurice Longbottom now, as the commentator has said, he's kind of got that American accent. Was that a Johnny Cash again, or was that just terrible? And also, we have got the how do you replay our live chat? It's actually in your settings. Pretty much there is an option that has enable live live chat replay. And if you tick that box, you should be all good to go. But that is the easiest way of doing it. I believe that is the only way of doing it possibly as well. Now, Targo finding the offload out to Novus. It's going to be put down by Kevin Williams. He would have loved to be able to hang on to that one. The thing is, he didn't drop a single ball in the last match, I don't believe, but Kevin Williams, that one needed to find the hands. Does just miss out as well. Shaking his head, not too happy with that one. So here we go, almost unbeatable at the moment. As says Kevin, they're doing very well. Although I did mention about the fact that so far in this Sevens tournament, they've let in a few tries more than they would have liked. And I think that's the only thing that other teams can look at and go, right, if we get them like under enough pressure, there's a chance that we might be able to score about 3 or 4 tries. It's whether or not you can stop South Africa from scoring tries. It's not so much scoring them yourself, it's stopping South Africa from scoring them, because as soon as South Africa starts scoring, they keep on scoring. Maurice Longbottom now selling the dummy, goes on the outside to Josh Turner, now slipping over, and it's another try to Australia. Now slams the ball down, and that is another try, and he is fired up at the moment for Josh Turner. The winner of this game goes on to face Argentina or France. I'm just thinking about it. It could be Argentina versus Australia, and then France. No, sorry, not France. It would be Ireland versus South Africa. So on the other side, currently, it's going to be nicely done by Josh Turner. Just slammed the ball down. It's all down to that impact, though, from Maurice Longbottom. He's gone out there and he has certainly been able to change this game around. And we always mention about a super sub type thing, and he has certainly lived up to that. Brilliant kick, and it has gone over. 26 points now. And the USA, they're going to need 2 converted tries in the next 3 minutes, 30 seconds. If they do want to go on to win this one, Kevin Williams, he will be feeling this one slipping away. But they need to keep on fighting here, the USA. If they get one more try, they are still right in this one. Taken nicely there by Diamore Morrison, just a little bit out. And also what a kick is out. Unfortunately, they can't return to Australia. You very much made your mind up about them, haven't you? As well, says Sebastian. Yeah, that was pretty quick. And he was kicking them out of the country. That's going to be just a hand on the touchline from Diamore. Oh, that was actually the hand of the Australian player. So I think he was actually still in the field of play. And now running back, Schroeder trying to take it, not quite able to steal it. And he is going to be closing the gap, unfortunately, for him. So the free kick goes to Australia. Damn, can it happen again as well? Says Wet Willie, it seems like it might be happening again. Unfortunately, please tell me you're not going to put your house on Argentina or France for the next match, though. First half, USA were looking strong. Second half, they have not had a chance to be able to get themselves any points on the board. 3 of the last tries have been going the way of the Australians and also the AU flags. It's out from Irish Spencer, but it's going to be fed in by Carlin Isles now. Still in the balance, though, this game, because at the end of the day, that's a terrible pass from Perry Baker. But Carlin Isles, he's got plenty of pace. Passes it back across to Perry Baker now. Trying to pierce the gap. He's knocked it on, and it's gone back into the hands of Hutchinson now. So the Australians taking that one back at the ideal time. It's an advantage for leaving the feet, and it is the penalty. They've got a few men in the breakdown. Maurice Longbottom on the counter-attack. All they need to do is fling this one wide, and Patterson will be going for the corner. Or was the foot on the touchline? I think they'll be going upstairs here to see whether or not there was a little bit of a feather of that boot out on the line. I never bet more than $5 on the Sevens game. They're too unpredictable. Friendly advice, as I said, Sebastian. Yeah, it's a tricky one indeed to be able to predict. Even Union at times can be about 50-50. Yes. Okay, his foot is out, I believe, from that angle, but it's whether or not the ball went down first. This is going to be the angle that shows us. I think this foot does end up. Oh, it grazes the line. Just. No try. Does go into Dutch, and also we have got Entity stay in now as well. Just missed out for that one. And Loki, hope we get Australia in the final as well. Says Wet Willie there. Yeah, South Africa versus Australia. We know that those two sides always put on a good final. Like, no matter when it is. No try. Okay, so still a penalty, though, to the Australians, and they will have it 5 metres out now. And Henry Hutchinson, I assume, more than likely, he will be taking the quick tap once again for his side, but currently not back 10. So little yawn. Maurice Longbottom, I should say there. They're taking on the shot here. Tactical from the Australians. This is actually the first drop kick we have seen in a very long time. Interesting. So if he hits this one for Maurice Longbottom, not only does it use up a little bit more of the time, but it also means that if he gets this one over, I think you get yourself the 3 points, don't you? Do you get 3 points? Is it 3? Yeah, it is. So because of it, 15 points is the lead for the Australians. Oh, so the USA still need one more try, don't they? We need one more try for Wet Willie. And also he is out. There's a sensor, but now Maurice Longbottom, he will be kicking this one off. Once again, it was within 11, wasn't it? And the Americans are improving, as I says, Kevin, exactly right. And they're going to keep on going and going and going all throughout the Seven circuit. And I'm looking forward. I feel like the USA are going to be able to tick over a win at some stage in the circuit, which I feel like is a confident call, definitely with the form that South Africa are in at the moment. But I feel like if they put it all together, they can certainly do so. The scoring system is the same as Union as on there, so they do get the full 3 for that drop kick. Now out the back line here. Going to be a good run forward from Diamore Anderson, or Diamore Morrison, I should say, as well. And I think you realize, what is the weather like for you today? As in 24 seconds, I will be checking that one out for yourself. I think it's sunny, though. I don't think it's too bad. Also, the US, it's going to be the penalty to Australia. Oh, no, it's gone overcast now. But I think there's potential for the sun to come back out at some point in time. Currently, the USA, they are down by 15 points now. 10 seconds left in this game. Some deep breaths from the US of A. And good game, Katie, as well. And there's Aaron Spencer. It's always, I can't tell. I feel like that is actually the genuine, good game, but you can understand why it's very hard to tell in terms of what is, being nice and what is being, sarcastic. I think he is saying good game legitimately rather than non-legitimately. But at the moment, Maurice Longbottom, he's going to take the tap. The Australians, they've got 4 seconds left. It's just side shuffling. Oh, he's running away. And he is going to kick it into touch, and that will be the end of the game now. And Australia move through to the semi-final, and he thanks me as well. And also, that was my reaction as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, the chat. And also, hi, brother, says Andy Mike. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. Hope you are doing well. Australia, they have done well there, just winning that game 29 points to the 14 over the USA. So they are moving through to the semi-final to take on the winner of Argentina versus France, which is going to be kicking off in a total of 7 minutes, 22 seconds as well. And congratulations, Australia. Says Katie. So yeah, it will be exciting to see them go through. But also, who do USA face? I think they face the loser of this next game as well. Thank you for your commentary. Much enjoyed, Cecily. Thank you very much, mate. We are going to be back for the semi-final and also the next one coming a little bit later on at one point. Says Wet Willie there as well. Wait, so you had did you get it or did you not get it? Oh, damn. Okay. So that answers that one. So it was that they had to be within, was it within 11 or within 14? It's 6 actually. That one says Wet Willie. And also we have got there was a big fire in Hamilton at minor 10. Te Rapa as well. Says Ollie Wilson. So that is no good for that one. Hopefully everyone was all right and they didn't lose too much in terms of damages and whatnot. We have got their big love as well, says Sebastian. And also, yeah, it's not good. I hope everyone is okay. And then big love all says Katie. And also big love as well, says Andy. So a lot of loving going on at the moment. And also Australia and US shaking hands. It's from Aaron Spencer. And also they are, no one was injured. Okay, so that is at least one thing in that regard. But Chris Andrani, he will be happy with that one. He would have thought when Barry Baker scored that other one just before and also 29-25 as on there. Says it Wet Willie. But yeah, nonetheless, we will be transferring over to our next live stream in only 4 minutes' time. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. But thank you all very much for tuning in. And we will see you all for the next one.